Don't say a word.
No, what fill was in that paint?
What's up, everybody? Welcome. It is Tuesday, and we are live with a hot mic, everybody.
I thought that thing would turn green with when the mic goes live, but
the mic's over here. This is it over here. This is our mic thing. So it was off.
How do I tell when that thing is loaded, locked and loaded?
It's basically it's on like this, and then now. Right, so we're gonna keep the mic on until about 30 seconds after the end of the show. So when you think the show is over, don't talk shit about Alex again.
All right, right on time, 7 o'clock.
Yep, that's it. We're actually 2 or 3 minutes late because, as you can see, we're in a new studio. This is a new studio experience for everybody, and Kyle and I, lifted a bunch of stuff and tried to block out this light in the background and set a couple things up. This is definitely not a permanent fixture because, as Kyle got to witness from my amazing, very angel of a daughter, this is apparently her section of this room, and she was not happy that we were in it, and it was very extraordinary. It was like very extra.
This is pretty nuclear.
Yeah, nuclear. Yeah.
Talk about extraordinary. There's not one beer in the fridge downstairs.
I know. I was gonna text you to have you bring some, but there are some in that fridge. There's some funky beers in there. Hey, G-Man, there's a refrigerator up here, like right in that cabinets. It's like blended into the thing. Open that sucker up and find this man a beer. Harry and KB, I told you, came over the other night, and we unearthed, and we were Googling some of the stuff. There was a $3,000 bottle of whiskey in there. It was a quarter full. It was terrible. We drank it anyway. We Googled it, and it was, $3,000. Wow.
Where's that come from?
I have no idea. I don't remember.
Great story.
Anyway, welcome everybody to another wonderful Tuesday. We've got a good, actually, really good show here. Lined up as always, but we've got Blake here.
He said it's bright.
Is it bright?
You need to turn this down.
Yeah, maybe just turn the right one off. Let's see what happens when you turn that one off. Because as it gets sorry, my right. Yeah, turn that one. Just click it. No, just click it off. And then pull that one dead center. Oh, would you get him?
Holy moly!
There you go. Asking you shall receive.
Yeah.
What is that thing? Stone Imperial Russian Stout. It's got a demon on the front. There we go. How do we look? Talk to me.
Do you want some?
Talk to me, Goose.
I would, but need not to.
I need not to. Better natural light is it's the natural light from behind, and then we kind of covered up a window here. We got another window here, so there's like light coming in from everywhere. And as this one, we gotta like block this off a little bit. As this kind of gets darker here, we're gonna pop up a little bit. So I don't know.
Nice. ABJ's in.
ABJ's always in this thing. ABJ comes in there and just puts his initials in every time. It's like I am Groot, you know?
Yeah.
ABJ?
It was hard for me in practice this weekend because I kept going, Archie! Yeah. I wanted to just yell out ABJ. ABJ!
Yeah, I was going to be like, what do I call you?
But I like Arch.
But on the field when you're yelling.
Yeah, Archie. It sounds like Artie. So.
Yeah, I know. AB! We're going to figure it out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. That'll be, Cuh just doesn't really like carry very well though. Like, Cuh, corner! You're like, Cuh, snake two! Cuh, go get him! You know, like, or like, yeah. So we're going to figure it out. And, also he explained, and we talked about it on the Intel session, where Cuh came from. That was pretty cool.
I missed that.
It was some weird scene in Fast and the Furious 2. Kyle, you weren't there when he was explaining it. I immediately thought of you. In Fast and the Furious 2, I guess, like, what's his name? I don't know. Who are the two guys in it?
Tyrese?
No, not Tyrese. The guy who crashed his car.
Paul Walker.
had said something that was like awkwardly weird when he said "cuh." Ejecto seat "cuh."
Wasn't ABJ wearing a Paul Walker t-shirt?
Because
of that?
Joe Barrett bought it for him, and he made it in there. Ejecto seat "cuh." It's just like, what? Yeah,
That's where that comes from?
Yeah, I guess so. So yeah. Anyway, we've got a handful of cool topics to cover today. Specifically, we're going to talk about the brackets that came out. We're going to talk about we're going to get Verbal on the show. Did you text him the link just so he has it?
Yep.
Cool. We're going to get Verbal on the show later in a little bit. We had Dynasty practice this weekend, and it went very, very well and tremendously. And it was a lot of fun. Had all the families in here. We escaped deadly weather by being in San Diego. We had like a little bit of a breezy day and Friday, and then we had a little bit of drizzle on Saturday. But then Blake is still here because it was 80 degrees today, and it's negative 80 degrees where he lives, and so he accidentally missed his flight.
Yeah, accidentally. Single digits at home. Whoops.
Yeah.
Missed my flight.
T-shirt weather here, so
I'm pretty sad about it.
I bet. So, I saw someone who was saying that in there about velvet tacos. You still need to go try velvet tacos.
Smells like burning rubber.
In here?
Yeah.
That's not good. I need to get my homeowner's insurance locked in.
We'll figure it out.
Well, there's a lot of appliances plugged in over here. G, keep an eye out for smoke. All right, thank you. We got a live studio audience also today, so lots of exciting stuff. Big thanks to all of our show sponsors and supporters, everybody here who is a member of the show. We really appreciate it. As always, we spin the wheel at the end of the show to give away cool prizes. And one of the things that we're talking about when we're building the studio specifically is kind of like this little garment rack here, because it blocks out the sun, but also we can kind of like display some of the stuff that's coming out, maybe some things that we want to give away. You know, when new Tigerwear drops, new JT drops, new Dynasty, HORMESIS, all that sort of stuff. We're going to hang it up there and be like, hey, you know what? Maybe we'll give this shirt away. This is a sample. Kyle actually designed this shirt. I think we might have to run with this sometime
Why
soon.
don't you just give it away?
We could.
You said you were going
Yeah,
to give it away.
we can give it away. We'll give it away. And it's a one-size-fits-all, double XL. Obviously, that encompasses pretty much everybody. So whether you're 10 years old watching this at home, it's almost a guarantee that's going to fit you. And if it's a little tight on you, that is your motivation to lose a little bit of weight. I think it's always a win-win. You know, you wear it as a dress, you can wear it to any family function, and it's like a heavyweight cotton. Those are really nice. I've got one of these things coming out, one of these plain long-sleeve heavy cottons. These are cool, huh?
Yeah.
Similar to how that...
Wow, it's cotton.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't really... Yeah,
So you
like
can kind of
that.
wear it around, you know? This is Kyle's design on the back.
Nice.
Dragons.
I do like that.
I don't want that to glow in the dark, though.
Well, it's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
in black.
You...
just the logo.
That pattern. It's on that one. You can see it better behind you.
Right.
Did you tell what that was when you turned your head completely upside down?
Well, I can see it on the screen.
Okay. That one.
I don't know why every time I look up, my mouth opens.
It's because how often you used to fall asleep. Like, I feel like your head is just naturally... And just the narcolepsy kicks in, so as your head goes back, jaw opens, gives you a little bit more room to gives you a little bit more arc on the back of the neck. And yeah, so we've got big thanks to all of our show supporters. We'll spin some wheels. We'll give some stuff away. We've unearthed a ton of stuff. Kyle organized the entire giveaway shelf and package. So if you're a medium, if you wear a size medium shirt, hit me up. I've got a killer deal for you. I got a bunch of medium stuff that needs to vacate my premises. So basically, you're gonna get a smoking deal if you hit me up if you want some medium size stuff. It's kind of like the medium large side. And then we packed up all the HORMESIS headbands that I had up there, and I also found, check these guys out, all the original Greenspan drops. What is this one? This is the Sloan. She's definitely not getting this today. For that attitude she threw. Brand new in the box. Look at that. Some collector's items here. We got the Oliver Lang. We got a bunch of cool stuff that we unearthed. This is neat. This has been that picture right there that's been sitting in the behind Kyle. That's been sitting in the back of the studio forever. Alex FRAIGE drew that in charcoal.
No way.
Yeah, go grab it and look at the back of
Really?
it real quick. He drew this in charcoal. Not only is it an original Alex FRAIGE, you can see the back, like what it's from.
Yeah.
From a Paint magazine. He drew that in high school. So that's 30 years old? 25 years old?
Well, you're in high school in this pic?
I was. Yeah.
Who's older, you or Alex?
I am.
He drew this in art class?
Yeah, all on charcoal. Pretty cool. Cool. So, looking at all sorts of cool little relics and things that we've been finding here in the annals of the garage. No. So, let's talk a little bit about practice here before we get Verb Dog on the show. Anything stick out? What do you think?
I don't know. I want to hear from Coach. I thought you ran.
Yeah.
I thought practice was great this weekend. You really put it together nicely. You had some nice input to the players, myself included. You weren't overbearing, but the insights that you gave were spot on and very insightful.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, I'm trying. You guys know what you're doing, so I'm trying not to give anything that's like redundant or that camera thing messed it up.
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
It always does that.
Yeah, try to give stuff that actually is important, or like the conversation we had about communication.
Yeah.
It's like stuff that like maybe just different ways to look at things because we've been doing this for so long. A lot of it. I mean, I want to say stuff that's actually gonna make a difference versus like go over like the same things over and over and over again because we all do that already. Like we know all that stuff. So, and kind of thinking about like things that I wish maybe I had.
Yeah.
As a player.
Right.
And to give that back. But a lot of it to, I also thought it was good probably on the first weekend to allow like everyone to get to know each other, like as with some of the newer guys, get to know the personalities and experience kind of like the full breadth of what that's gonna be like versus, even Junior and I talked about when we started doing those scenarios, like should we give them the plays of like no, like let them, we'll get the intent,
right.
but
right. Yeah, that was cool. I like that you guys gave the intent and let us figure it out.
Yeah, versus. Too, I was like, we were gonna get into some arguments. They've been playing the field a bunch, and then we try to give a play that's like, they're like, no, this doesn't work.
Yeah,
we can't do this. So I guess a lot of because I feel like when you need to do like a lot of listening to gather a bunch of data in order to come with information that's actually going to be useful. So a lot of like just analyzing. And allowing people to like, play their creative selves and also like this could help, or this is what hurt.
Right.
In a way though that's not like in that situation I'm like not gonna just yell like, hey, you need to communicate more. Like everyone knows that. Like it's the most redundant thing. So
right.
Like actually value why. So I think it's good.
I loved it. Sorry. Like I loved it. I thought it was run very well. You and Junior obviously did a really good job. You worked really well. The insight that you gave, obviously people came up and asked, and someone mentioned it here in the comments. Having somebody play, and we mentioned the anecdote one time when Rusty came to practice too. Remember when Rusty came and started and played a couple points with us, and we're like, we want their coach to be able to play a little bit, and Kyle did play a couple points.
Played great.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Right off the bench.
We got shot for break on one of them. But he did play excellent.
I knew you were feeling it too
kind of
because you
like
dropped your gun. Did your old Spicka drop.
When I went through on the Drew side.
But it was interesting too because you were taking notes the whole time, which was really cool. And then when the ball was passed back and forth between you and Junior, when we were kind of talking about a couple things, and then when you saw like guys having a conversation, I thought that this was really important, right? Guys were having conversations about it, and then you would kind of step in and help direct the flow to help everybody solve the problem a little bit more efficiently, right?
Yeah. Or move on if like we're like getting a little too.
Yeah, exactly.
Into the weeds
yeah,
and
like
stuff.
we're getting a little too into the exactly. That was good. And to answer Orlando's question, will Kyle spin too, or is it strictly coaching? I made the joke about it. It's kind of like, so we have a deep roster. We've got 12 guys. Alex Blue is back out playing.
Yeah, so he's already not.
Yeah, Blue. This is like, we got 12 guys, 3 of whom are almost 45 years old. So they're just pushing a little bit. Alex Blue is back out swimming with his daughter at the hotel on Friday night, so didn't even come to the field on Saturday. And we have had injuries. Blake's having a kid. You just like, you don't know where you're going to be at the event with all of these different variables. So he's kind of like the break glass in case of an emergency type of guy. I kind of made that joke about it, but obviously very willing to play and very capable, as we saw like literally Sunday on like the final couple points. We're like, hey, those guys had to leave. Can you play? And you're like, yep. Where am I going? Here. And then delay into this spot and then go straight to the 50. And then like the way you played it was like excellent,
Yeah.
So it'll be cool.
Which I also think helps with coaching as well too, because
Right.
you gotta understand the pace.
Yeah.
Especially too with the change of like 5 pods.
Yeah. Yeah, you really had a deep understanding of how to play the spot without even playing it.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
because you were watching all weekend.
Otherwise, you're just like preaching information that might not exactly be like how it's gonna work out,
Yeah.
Or like, give people a hard time about something that's like it's not really feasible.
ABJ, for the first weekend of practice, so stoked.
Yeah.
He was going to a spot. I knew he was going, and I wanted to shoot at him, and he was at the spot before I even pulled my gun up. Fucking guy's fast.
He's fast.
My God, he's fast. He had some great snapshots. I really think it's going to be he's going to be a fantastic addition to the team. This is the first time I've really got to play with AB, or ever have I ever got to play with ABJ. Really stoked about that.
Really good attitude too. I texted him after.
Stellar.
I was like, "Hey, I know a lot of almost every time you walked off the field, like someone's giving you information, but it's because like you're capable of it."
Yes.
And I was like, "I think you were attacking and applying the most pressure out of anyone in the snake all weekend, and you were constantly in there like."
Oh, it's a pain in the ass. And
then you were constantly though, when you get information, it wasn't like, giving you shit back. Well, no, like this, he was always like receptive to understanding information. Yeah,
absolutely. And that's, I think it's got a lot of potential too, because like you said, he was always up in whoever he's playing against, either us or, we played each other. So it was a good practice, but he was always up in that. So he was getting that pressure. And then now I can look back on it and tweak it to make him rather like more dangerous in that position.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like there was lots of real world encounters there, which I think is invaluable. He reminds me a lot of how Mikey was when he first came to the team. Right. And Mikey played phenomenally. I think he won a 2-on-5.
Yep.
I can't. Yeah.
I just got out of the way. I was the guy in front of him. And I got shot, but it was clearly I just needed to get out of the way.
Yeah. You were just in my way.
And then he went and dunked on the rest of them.
Yep. Oh, and then we had 101s, dude. I think at the beginning of it, all the Arsenal guys were like, "Dude, what did we do?" It was basically ABJ in the semifinals.
I have a picture of it. You can.
Yeah, ABJ, Weaver, O'Mara, and then fucking Kyle Berry bringing it home for the Dynasty vets.
I mean, Kyle played lights out. Kyle was so sharp coming in. He was, I mean, he had great snaps, great running and gunning, and then was dunking on people in the one-on-ones. He really deserved it.
No, my airdrop's on. It just has it has to give you a code now. Ask Kyle to enter.
Yep, KB1.
804701 on your device.
Kyle Berry, KB. He played. Oh no! Who did he play in the finals? Omar? No, Weaver.
Weaver.
Took
him down in 2.
Weaver won the first one.
No. Barry won the first one.
Yeah, because he won.
Yeah, because he had 2 in a row. Yeah. Barry won the first one.
Oh yeah, you're right. He did.
And then he came at him. Remember, he ran right at him.
That's right.
Yeah. Dude, crushing. Let's check out. Yeah, we'll check it out here. I'll bring up the brackets right now. Let's bring up the brackets here for the 101. 101.
Took $500,
Dude,
and then bought us lunch. What a guy!
what a guy! You guys had tacos at the field?
Yep, they were nice. Some beefsteak and what do you call that?
Some beast what?
Beefsteak.
Beefsteak.
What do you,
File. Here we go.
dang, what is it called? The goat?
Chivo.
No, well, chivo is goat, but no, the kind of taco. Oh yeah, you weren't.
You got a
there.
goat taco?
Why am I asking you?
No.
You weren't goat.
Cabra? Birria?
Birria. But I guess that can be beef too.
Yeah. You have it. And so here's the brackets right there. Kyle, $500. Booyah.
That's right.
Out of the losers bracket.
He didn't go down until the end though.
Oh, he didn't? It wasn't an early.
It was like the semi-final. I think he got knocked down there by.
Jake Squires showed up.
Oh, Elliot. He actually did.
Jake actually did well in the one-on-ones too.
Yeah, and in the 2-on-2s.
Yeah, he played well.
I thought he played terrible. He beat me right off the rip.
That's right.
But you did beat him.
I did come back and beat him.
Oh, you knocked him out?
Yeah,
Nice. Way to do it.
But then Blake lost to Steven.
Way to go. Way to go, Steven. Let's see here. I'd say Steven was a lot different than I was expecting.
Mm-hmm.
He was a softie. You know what I mean?
He was not a softie. Not at all. Not at all.
I'd
Not
say
at all.
so.
He likes to plunge right down the middle, baby. That's the move.
Oh, as far like you thought maybe he was gonna be like a little more rough around the edges.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, and then like you shake his
really
hand,
good
you shake
teammate.
his hands, and you're like, this guy's kind of rough around the edges.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, he's not. Let's see here. I'm bringing up this.
Do you want me to tell for?
Sure. So, what's the goal? So we have practice again in 2 weeks, right? So we played ourselves at this practice, which I think is great to kind of like get all of the rust knocked off. I think it sharpens. You sharpen yourself up a little bit. It is frustrating every time that we play against each other. It's like a frustrating practice, right? Because it's so hard.
Yeah.
But when it's equal and like when you guys are punching back and forth, that's like as good as it gets. You never want to be on the practice where you're like blowing your team out of the water. You never want to be at a practice where you're just getting your ass kicked by your team, because then obviously there's like a significantly better squad, right? Which is all, it's still good, right? Because that means that those guys are playing really well. But if it's incredibly even and you're just back and forth all day, that's like as good as it gets,
Yep.
right? Because you're playing against, like every time you lose, you're like, that sucks, but at least I lost to my own guys, which means they're good. Like it was hard to play. You know, Harry played really well. Like everybody played so well, and it's like, damn, this is very hard, and that's really good for the season.
Yep.
Especially so early too. Like early on in the season, we're getting kind of like all those.
Yeah, that was super high quality practice.
Mm-hmm.
And Todd's Field, Giant San Diego, is that what they call that?
It's actually, it was Giant San Diego. Now it's SC Village San Diego?
Okay.
Lakeside. SC Village Lakeside. That sounds like cool. Lakeside.
It was nice.
But the address is cool. It's on like Wildcat Road.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
No, it's a nice field, dude. And it honestly, like, it's almost got a little bit of that Camp Pendleton vibe when you're there for the temperature, because even when it's 90 to 100 degrees out, there's like a really nice breeze that comes there because you're kind of high up. So you usually get a nice little breeze. But it's a cool field.
Yeah. Nice.
Good tacos.
Good tacos, great location.
Good
Nice place to drive out late in the day because of the sunset. You're driving into the sunset with the hills. It was cool. It's cool. Thanks for having us.
Let me see. Given the brackets, will Dynasty play in the stadium in Tampa? Yeah, so we're gonna get into the brackets because I know that that Verbal has a lot to say about them specifically, and I think he shares a lot of sentiment that a lot of people have, which is kind of like, this doesn't make any sense, and by the rules, it most certainly does not. So to answer that question really quickly for Mr. KB, no, Dynasty will not be playing in the stadium. And we're going to go ahead and talk about that pretty much right now. Hold on, I'm just putting, there we go. Just setting these members up right here. But as we're getting in there real quick, just before I put Verb here in on the old NECTR projector right here, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors and thank Gina from BFP.com. They were here this weekend. They brought us Hawaiian barbecue, which lasted the entire next day, and it was fantastic. And as a matter of fact, when I pulled out of my house in the morning, Camille goes, "You forgot it," and I had to turn all the way around, so I was like 10 minutes late, but like it was worth it.
I already loved that. You went back for that.
Oh, dude, I was crushing it. It was so good. And they obviously they do more than that. If you guys want to get any of these, the new JT gear or any paintball gear whatsoever, make sure you guys buy it from BFPgear.com. They also sponsor Question of the Day, which we're going to ask Verbal specifically when he comes on. But I definitely want to give them a big shout out because they support paintball, and that's awesome. I mean, we love aligning ourselves with anybody who supports paintball. Obviously, everybody who's watching this, you guys are all in on paintball. Like us, and it's great to be able to support the companies and the people who are helping the industry move forward. So big thanks to Junior and Gina, Pate Smith from Pate Smith Law, a non-endemic sponsor. We had to teach Alex what the word endemic meant this weekend, but he would be considered a non-endemic sponsor, not native to the paintball atmosphere, but everybody has to go through, some sort of legal, I don't want to call it trouble, but bureaucracy and navigate very difficult kind of legal terrain from time to time, and lawyers can tend to be not the most pleasant, but I know Pate personally, and he's a pleasant guy, and he's the good guy on the lawyer side. He's trying to help you get money out of the insurance agencies who are trying to screw you over. So if you guys have any insurance claims, wind, hail, snow, ice, anything going on, hurricanes, all that stuff, hit up Pate from Pate Smith Law. He'll help guide you in the right direction. And then Blake just spit out his nectar right there. He had a jalapeno lime.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, really nice.
Really nice.
It's incredible how they locked in that jalapeno flavor.
It's good, huh?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I'm into that one too. Shout out Spicka with these nice gel roll pins right here.
Oh yeah,
this is good here. So yeah, anyway, speaking of NECTR, we're going to get over here to the NECTR projector. We're going to get our man Verbal in here. Long-time viewer and listener. Not his first-time caller. We've had him on the show before. Let's see, where's this going to pop up here? Sorry, Blake, I'll move this out of your face here. And
bring in another beard guy.
Another
beard guy.
Dude, that's what 10%. That's what 10% will do right there. Alrighty, there he is, the Verb Man.
Holy shit! Look at that lighting,
dude! Okay. Wow. Can you fly over here real quickly and bring that very sexy microphone over here? And I haven't even heard your voice yet. I'm excited to see what's about to happen when you start talking. But if it's anything like that lighting, my man.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me turn up my volume. Yeah. Go ahead. Check.
All right. Check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Yep. Beautiful.
Yeah. So I know how to light one person, but lighting 3, I'm not quite there yet.
Wow, with the background light too, with the goggles and everything in the back. Ooh-wee.
Little pop.
Yeah, I need to.
Verb, give us your best pilot voice. We'll be cruising at an altitude of 2 feet.
I mean, well, hopefully not, but we'll be cruising at 30,000 feet today. Get Blake back to his snow.
You're supposed to have like long pauses of.
All right. Yeah.
We'll be headed back.
We have to actually turn around.
I turned around today. Well, I didn't quite get on the plane, but
you can't turn around. Dude, I mean, I wouldn't have wanted to go home either, man. Seems pretty brutal. How's the weather out there where you guys are?
So we just got ice. So we've been since Saturday we've just been in the house, you know, 2 kiddos running around, just wanting to go outside. It's been like Monday was like 18 degrees or something. So, I mean, but it's all ice, so we can't go playing it. We went around a little bit, but you know, it was gnarly. So we just stayed inside and hid.
Damn.
I was able to get to the store today, so you know, it's clearing up pretty quickly.
Dude, it's actually tough, man, with like kids in crappy weather, because like they don't get it. Like it's not, you can't explain to them like, hey, we can't really go outside today because we could die, or we can't go outside because you're just gonna get soaking wet and muddy, and I just don't really want to have to deal with you after. Like, it's just too much right now, you know, and you just can't explain that to them. You're inside all day, and like Dad, like, I'm done doing this.
Yeah, that's the number one thing. Williams is just always like, outside? We go outside? Like, he just always wants to be outside, you know, which is great. I'm super happy that he is that way, but, you know, when we can't go outside, it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
That is funny.
Yeah,
The whole
right?
country fighting from ice.
The whole country's hiding from ice this weekend. Oh, man. Well, Steve, at least you got a little bit of time out here. So, Verbman, I we'll just kind of jump into the brackets because that was one of the things that was on our mind anyway as they came out, and I watched your video about it, and yeah, man, it's kind of crazy how that went down, and even just not just from my perspective, like yeah, we got hosed a little bit on a couple of things, but just overall, it's just kind of like I would be also upset if I were any of the other teams that just kind of laterally shot across and lost our position also.
Yeah, I was just so confused when I saw it. I was like, I swore the Tauntaun spot was sold, and so I was thinking, because I remember, I think it was in 2023 when Blast Camp came in, and I think they took Level's spot, and they would have been in tier 4, but then that's when I heard that was the rule, that if you buy in, then you go down to the bottom tier. So the way I saw it was that essentially Arsenal just picked up a bunch of new players. You know, so they would keep their 11th spot. They were in 11th, so they would have been in tier 3. And then the Tauntaun spot would have just kind of disappeared because it got moved down to where Collision is. Because they were in.
Because that's who bought it.
Yeah, so that spot would move down there. So I was really confused when I saw Tauntaun in tier 2, because I was like, that's not how I knew how it worked, and I just wanted, you know, I was just looking for, you know, somewhere to see the rules or some clarification on it. I was just like, well, what's going on here? This doesn't look like it is working out the way I know it's supposed to. So I was, you know, figured I'd get people riled up, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, that is actually you're accurate. That is actually very accurate. So if the ownership changes, from my understanding, and maybe Kyle, when you're done with that one, that graphic, you can look it up on the rule book. But I believe, to the best of my knowledge, and I actually spoke with them with the NXL about it prior to them and making the announcement of the brackets, and they actually explained it to me, and by their explanation, it was, well, then by default, the teams that sell their spot, their position is moved to the bottom of the barrel. And in even Houston Heat's, their position was technically sold as well, or transfer of ownership. Huh?
Hurricanes as well.
Yeah, it's transfer of ownership, right? And so when that happens, you know, I guess, but you know, and maybe there is something about like, well, someone else is just paying for it, right? Because who cares? It could just be a new sponsor. So I kind of get that, but yes, when you're changing, you know, team monikers, like that's essentially the same thing. So if you're going from Tauntaun's FSU to LA Collision, that is a clear new owner, new brand, new team. The Tauntauns wanted to keep their name, and maybe that was one of the reasons why they were really hell bent when they were trying to shop around a little bit. They were like, we want to keep the name, and maybe that was part of it. Is like they needed to keep it in order to try to like, maybe that was like part of the deal. But the way it was explained to me was, well, those guys earned it, and it wasn't them that sold it; it was the owner that sold. That's how it goes with all teams. Anytime the owner, the guy who's paying for it, sells it, Therefore, you guys got sold. So
yeah, I thought the spots were tied. The spot, the pro spot was tied to the team. So that spot was sold. So that's why. And then so I looked. I was like, okay, well, who benefited? So Infamous benefited because they were in, I believe, 13th, and they got to move up to 12th because they're the next team up. And then that's why you guys got bumped because you guys were 9th, and you would have got bumped up had the Tauntaun spot been vacated. And then I didn't even think about it until later, and I thought about the Tom 4 relationship, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird too, with Arsenal and then you guys now. So I didn't even have that thought. And then there's other implications too, because I don't know who's going to play in the stadium on Thursday night.
great question, and I'll explain that to you right now. So the way it's going to work there, and I'm going to pull up these brackets here real quick so everybody can kind of see what we're talking about. So here's the pro draw right here. So they are going to be doing the finals the Thursday, from my understanding, on Thursday at the event, they're going to do the 3-on-3. So if you're a pro team playing 3-on-3, so we'll be in the stadium no matter what. Then they're going to mix in between points and matches the Summit Awards. So where the Summit Awards used to be in the the old town or at like some sort of casino, bar, restaurant, where you're getting your awards there and like kind of dressing up or doing whatever, and you're kind of like schmoozing. That's not going to happen anymore. You are going to be now Verb. If you win, you're going to be taking pictures, and you have to run over there, and you're going to get your award, and you're going to run back onto the field because you've got to work still. Same thing with if Kyle and I win for the Spicka Span Show, probably not, but we would have to probably run over in our gear, still dirty, grab our stuff, and then either run back to the field or not. And then same thing with like Marcelo and Tyler, who will be playing now. This is how the brackets work. So they decided to put the top 8 teams, who all those guys play each other on usually the fourth match on Saturday. So they're taking all of the Saturday's fourth matches, the top 8 teams when they play each other, and putting them on Thursday evening. So they're going to be playing at night in the stadium, and I believe on the grass as well. So it's going to be a really cool experience for all those guys. So if Tyler and let's see,
on the grass.
Yep. So there's going to be a moment in time when Russians play Damage and Impact plays the Tauntaun's Arsenal team, and that could coincide with Tyler and Marcelo having to get an award as well. So in between their match, they have to run up there to the summits. And again, I don't know the exact timing because I don't have the schedule yet, but that's kind of what they're doing. And then the WNXL will also be playing under there as well. So they're going to do 3 different tournament formats: the 3-on-3, the WNXL, and the NXL will all be playing their top 8 matches there, along with the 3-on-3 entire tournament. So it does make the summit. Now here's the thing, and also the Hall of Icons, which I'm a little bummed about as well, because we've got guys flying out from all over the nation to come accept their Hall of Icons award to be inducted into that fraternity, I guess you could say, of players, and I'm gonna have to usher them through. I've got like maybe 15 minutes to like shoot out this spiel of what it is and hand them awards and a jacket. Now the caveat to that is you will be in the Buck Stadium and most likely on the Jumbotron. So there's a give and a take there. So I mean, what do you think about that in particular?
Well, if I win anything, I'm planning on getting as yellow as possible. I'm just gonna be out there filming, standing in lanes, and just go up there just like totally covered in paint. I think it'd be hilarious. Like, all right, well, cool. I won. Now, this is how I look.
What do you think from a actually just from the sports perspective? Because you do a really good job of creating like your stuff. All your content, like you're engaging, you're out there, you're always filming stuff, whether you're helping with the fit guys or you're doing it, and you've been doing it, you know what you're doing, and you've stuck with it, which is also really cool. What do you think that the playing at the Buck inside the stadium does for one day? What does it do for paintball? Is that a good thing? Is net positive?
I think it's cool, but I was thinking about that because I was thinking like I don't really think on the videos on my end it'll really boost them that much. Just from my perspective there, I mean I think it is cool to be in there. I do have a lot of questions like about the lights. So I know they do have some of the best lights in the NFL, which says a lot. And you can supposedly you can shoot slow motion video with those lights, which is pretty crazy because like at Fit we just have the strings of LEDs, and when you're filming at 120 frames per second, which is the good slow-mo, there's like these black bands that just like kind of go through the video, so you have to turn down the shutter speed and the FPS to get a clean image. So they say that you can shoot the slow-mo in that stadium, so I'm really curious to try that out because I know there's a huge difference playing under the lights versus, during the day. So I really want to see the difference that these lights make, the best that you can buy, the best that money can buy, versus, just our strings of LEDs. So I'm super curious to see what that's like. Because I know it's harder at night. You don't see the ball. You can't track it as well coming in at you. So I don't know. Maybe it's a blessing, but who knows? Like I said, I really want to see how it looks out there.
So being a videographer, what do you think needs to happen for it to translate the best to capture being in a stadium? Do you have to open up the netting? I mean, what's your 2 cents? How can you capture it the best for all of paintball? So
it's so tough because I don't know. I mean, lots of top down drone stuff I think would be ideal. I mean, hopefully they can get. I don't even know. Do they have even the permit for that? Because I know it's so close to the airport that was an issue last year, and that would be the coolest view. But you could also go super high in the stadium and film some wide stuff. You'd be able to get some pretty cool stuff. I feel like. Just taking advantage of the space as long as they're able to do that.
Don't they have the
really
cables for the football?
Yeah. So what are those cables called? The Skycam kind of cable things?
Right. Yeah.
That'd be cool if you guys could use that.
Yeah. Can we borrow their cameras?
Right. Yeah. Oh, yo, hey, let me sit on the second level with one of those $300,000 cameras with the, 1,000mm zoom lens or whatever.
Hey, have you been out to watch the Fit guys practice? Or have you seen anybody practicing or playing with the new 5-pod limit?
So we had a tournament the other day. We were at one practice and they were doing 5 pods. But I mean, yeah, normally they do 4 pods anyways. Okay. So it wasn't too much different than that. So I mean, it was pretty standard for what I was used to in practice. So I don't know how that's going to go though, because I feel like we might get a lot of hide and seek. Mm-hmm. You go out there and you hold your lane and you shoot. You rip through your pods and you're like, all right, I got one left. All right, I'm gonna kind of wait, make sure I know the whole situation before I make a move. So I could see it slowing down there. But I think it helps being so if for some reason you do whiff and you spill a whole pod, okay, that has consequences now because you really that's super valuable. And it'll be good to tell the internet that they don't have unlimited paintballs anymore, so because that's one thing. It's always they just they used to have all this paint all the time. They can just just keep reloading and it's okay, well now there is actual consequences.
Yeah, we can't pick up paint anymore off the ground, right? Is that the new rule?
Well, that's a rule in Europe, but I don't know that it is a rule here. We'd have to look up. You looking up the rules on how to?
Yeah.
Here's a fun one too.
Chat to scan.
Someone had mentioned that we don't have the 2026 rules yet. Technically, I always keep it open on one of my browser tabs and I just refresh it and it still says 2025. Yeah. Because I know people wanted the clarification for out of bounds as well. So I've just been
Wait, is that a contentious thing?
Well, because there is no definition because it talks about manipulating the tape or it's more old school kind of woods ball doesn't talk about like if one part of your foot is touching the line that you're out, or if like one part touches over or you fully step over, like then you're out. It's just left wide open, I guess, to ref discretion. So we'll see, we'll see what they come up with there. It just needs, solid clarification, is what I'm looking for. Like I'm looking for with the bracket. I just was curious, just tell us what it is so we know. So moving forward, we'll get the same result, because it's not something different. So.
Yeah, I mean that, and then again, like, I guess it's kind of rules are always being rewritten, and just so everybody's clear, like back in the 10-man days, it was because you have to rope off a field essentially, like you're kind of making the boundaries, and so when you play these 10-man events back in the day, or even now, they would use a caution tape or some sort of line, and technically, you can push the caution tape over and you can lean over it, but your body can't go past it or something like that. So you could kind of manipulate that sidelines. Like technically, you could swing your arm over the boundary, but you won't go out. But if you step out of it, you're out. But I didn't even know that the boundary line was a contentious issue.
Yeah, well, it came from
The back line a little bit.
Yeah, in the finals when Jacob Edwards ran down and bunkered Dr. Seabaugh on that crazy move, and he ran past and his foot went over the line, over the back line. And then he pulls back in, he shoots Chavez, but his brother had already shot Chavez too. But so technically he had stepped out. But, then looking at the rule book, it's like, well, did he step out or not? But I mean, his foot was clearly over the line.
But did it touch the dirt on the other side?
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, he's out of bounds.
Right. That's what I would say for sure. But I mean, like you look at the NFL, like if your foot touches like a blade of grass, with the paint of the out of bounds on it, you're out of bounds, because they have every angle in the world to look at that in the NFL. Like even like the little pylon cams that use the they used to just have them in the end zone, and they put the cameras in there, but now they put them at the first down markers, so you get like that real good all the way across angle to see if someone got a first down. So I think those things are pretty cool. But yeah, so out of bounds was, who knew out of bounds would be such a hard rule to know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we deal with it too. I coached a team, and he's in here right now. Poor guy, bunkered somebody, and like it looked like from the video he was tiptoeing a little bit, and then like no one called him out. He hit the buzzer, and then no one said anything, and then like the sidelines erupted, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you're out." Actually, you know what? Not only you're out, but it's a gross major, so we're gonna give the point to the other team. He's like, well, "Why didn't you guys call me out when I stepped out?" He's like, "I didn't know I stepped out of bounds.
Right.
Why didn't you guys call me out? Why didn't nobody call me out? And if it was so far out of bounds that it's a gross major." And again, we started 3. They got the other guys another point. But no, you're right. Like there should be something very clear, and it was the way it was explained to me. Again, this wasn't the NXL, but I can see. But you got to like understand too. It's all of the refs out there don't know all of the rules. I think there's like the head ref knows all of the rules, or is supposed to, and then he should kind of make the call based on the facts, and everybody else kind of like has the general idea. Don't cheat. Don't run out of bounds. I think that's what you think. Make sure your barrel's touching. Mm-hmm. There's it's pretty basic. And there are these other little ones, and where it's always evolving. Like we changed the points for versus the, that sort of thing was.
Here's another funny little one that's kind of like nitpicky. But in the items you can leave behind, it's like you can leave your pack, pods, loader, squeegees, and I think that's the list. But you can't leave the tip of your barrel behind. So essentially, if you separate yourself for more than 2 meters from the tip of your barrel, you should be called out. Mm-hmm. And I saw that one. I forget where we were. Sometime last year, and Jacob from Fit tossed his tip of his barrel to the sideline to get core sampled, and I was like, in my head, I was just like, he's out. But that's like a super nitpicky one. I just have to read them all the time, so I'm always arguing with idiots on the internet. I'm like, looking them all up, and people make up their own rules quite a bit on the internet, so I have to.
I love that. I love that you get granular with knowing the more rules, and you're the media guy, and you post a lot of the videos that are like, people should want to say something, and you're like, well, actually no, and then they want to argue with you. I think one life lesson which I still try to remind myself about is if you don't know, then you don't know, right? So like if you're talking to somebody and they're sure and you have no clue what you're talking about, just be like, I don't know, like you might be right, and you can look it up. Like by all means, look it up, but like don't die on your sword if you don't know,
Right.
especially on something trivial. But luckily it's the internet, so you can always screenshot it and rub it in someone's face later. Yeah.
Indeed. Hey, that's all I'm out there for. I'm just out there for the truth. That's all.
I just want the truth, man.
Yep. That's why I just wanted clarification on the seating. But that said, I think that
Did they just update it while we're talking?
no, the bracket you're in looks preferable to me.
I don't know.
Then
Leverage kicked our ass last time we
Yeah,
played them.
they did. But now you go back for payback now, right?
That's
So-
true. That's true. Now we know.
It doesn't seem like there's anything in there.
About
There is
selling a team.
something at the end that's like we have the right to change any rules.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, I mean, looking at the brackets, I can pull this up so you can see it a little better.
You don't like me squinting?
Well, I know we're getting old. We're getting old here. Let's see here. I'm just gonna have to move verbal for a second here, and then I'll pull this guy up here.
Is that Tahoe?
So there you go. So we've got, what would you say then, Verb, is your bracket of death? I don't know if you're looking at it right now. Group A, Fit, Uprising, Ironman, Aftershock, Collision. I'd say that's a pretty good bracket. I think that's really a good bracket for Collision to start off the season.
Yeah, I have a question mark there with Aftershock on their rebuild. I'm not sure how that's gonna how they're gonna come out. Yeah, Collision has a lot of former pros. I think they'll come out really strong. Ironman, I'm not sure. They had some pickups, but they lost Tom Guest, which is a big loss for them. And then Uprising, I mean, they were finished hot last year. They just kept getting better and better and better, I felt like. So if they can continue that trend, they'll make it tough. But I mean, yeah, Fit's super hungry as well. Doing what they do out there practicing. But we've been slowed down a little bit, like I said, by the ice. But
Man. Whoa.
I don't think anyone went out this weekend. It was so bad. Like, yeah, I was like, oh, do I even? No. I looked at the driveway. I was like, it's just a sheet of ice. I ain't going anywhere.
Nope. Danger. Then we got Group B, the Russians, Damage, Infamous, Aftermath, and Extreme. I mean, that's a tough bracket because, again, Infamous, I just feel like Infamous is always like, should be right there.
Yeah.
And it's that's like at any point in time, it could be their time.
Yeah, they're a wild card for sure. Just they always say, well, crazy stuff happens all the time, and there's some crazy stuff that does happen in their games. So yeah, they're always right there though. So they could come out and make some noise. And I saw Kirill he put up a video going into the indoor practice facility the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it was pretty cool because it was quiet outside, and then as soon as he opens the door and goes in, you just hear the sounds of paintball going, and I was like, that's pretty sweet. And then Damage will just keep their momentum going. I don't know how Aftermath will do, and then Extreme, well, yeah. That said, I think y'all gave Harris so much information the other day when he was on. Like, y'all were just giving him a master class, and he's just, taking in all this information. So hopefully,
I don't know if he was taking any in. I think he was just excited to say something contradictory to what we were talking about. He may not have really heard all of the information that we were giving him, but we did our best.
He needs to go back, watch it again. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
And then Group C, X Factor, Heat, Dynasty, Leverage, Distortion.
So I mean, X had that big pickup with Tom Guest, and then Archie's a question mark now, which is a super bummer. But
he's gonna play. He's playing.
Okay.
He's playing.
Well, I think getting Tom back is just a good, cause I know him and Meter are super tight. So I think that's a real big pickup to get him back. And then Heat, they got some guys that help them, get it going with Ron and Moorhead and stuff. So I'm real curious to see how they come out. They be pretty hungry. And then I can't wait to see y'all. Because, you just all kinds of pickups there. Definitely expecting a resurgence. And Leverage, we'll see what kind of work they put in the off season. And then Distortion, ooh, that's a tough one, man, because they lost some firepower losing their Blast Camp boys with going back to Blast Camp. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out for them. I'm not sure who's still even there on Distortion. So that was a big blow for them, I think. But we'll see how they do.
Doing some sort of tryouts at that Collision weekend.
Yeah,
they're there too.
Yeah, if anybody's in the Southern California area or wants to kind of see, or if you guys are still under several feet of ice, Verbal, you can come out to LA in 2 weeks because we're going to be practicing Collision and Distortion. We'll be there as well. But there are tryouts because I've seen their jerseys. They're going to be a JT team, so I've seen the names on the back of the jerseys. So they do have a squad, and I think that they are going to be doing some tryouts as well.
You still have Fred?
I'd have to pull it up. I can tell you.
Fred, yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if it's it's public knowledge, right?
Yeah, he was there before, so.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Can everybody on here hear that kid screaming in the background?
I can't hear it on my end, so I was worried that was going to come through my microphone. They were playing right outside my door. I was like, "Uh oh, here we go." Get some wheels on the bus action,
Let's see here. My eyes aren't so good. Nope, that's not them. I gotta find them. I'll find it and try to find some names here. Let's see. Approval for names and numbers.
Yeah, I just watched that new Mission Impossible the other night. Non-stop action.
Non-stop action, dude. I can't believe that people didn't like it.
I know. The submarine scene.
Dude, crazy.
A little far-fetched on the escape, but
I think everything's pretty far-fetched in this movie. So, Verb, what are you watching these days?
they just swim up from the trench to the top. Like,
hang on, let me look it up. It's the Game of Thrones spin-off. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
You've watched that. It's out. It's out?
Yeah, there's 2 episodes out.
Okay.
I thought the first one was pretty slow, but the second one shows a lot of promise.
The second one starts off with a bang.
Okay, so so what you're saying is I need to get HBO. I don't have HBO.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, it's so hard to keep up too with all these.
It's
different
more
things.
like joking around. A lot of it though.
The movie, the show.
Yeah,
I'm into that. I like that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's not like
Ryan likes all things terrible on the TV.
On the TV, he says.
Yeah, I've never known you to recommend one good movie yet.
Dude, you're insane.
finally some backup here.
What? That's what everybody says. I like everything. I just like all stuff. What do I recommend that's not good?
I don't know, all your movie choices.
What did we see? We thought Bad Boys 2 or 4 or 3
terrible.
or 4. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't
the
fantastic.
caveat. The caveat, I guess, is that I've never seen any of them before that. So
I know Bad Boys is a great franchise.
And they're on all the time on television, and so anytime Bad Boys 2 is on, I'll watch it. I love that movie. It's one I can always watch.
It's
and know
excellent.
Exactly, every second of it, but I'll still sit there and watch it. So, and still laugh at the same stupid stuff I've laughed at before.
That's it. Yeah, great movie.
Just a comfort movie, I guess.
I think it's more like Blake just doesn't like TV.
I like movies.
That's easy. TV
I like movies.
That's me too. See, we're the same shit. I don't like shitty movies. I like good movies.
See, I'm at the point now where I prefer shows over movies because movies are just
Is that right?
like so long.
So
I like
long.
Get 45 minutes and then next week another 45 and keep it going.
Oh, see, the shows are too long for me because I watch them all
Yeah, he watches them
in
all
one
at once.
night.
No.
Not one night, but
You binge, huh?
yeah, it's a problem. I don't like turning them on.
All right, so on Wild Side, we got Alex D. What is it? Diaquisto. We got Matt Askren, Kevin Wank. We got Nate Roberts and Nate Castillion. We've got Mike Unger, Gunther Stump, 2 Chains.
Heck
Back at
yeah.
it. Owen Goyne, David Haber. We've got, just did that one. And what does it say? AJ Miles.
Awesome.
Miles. There it is. Oh, is that one way smaller? And you got 2 jerseys. Yeah, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah.
Okay, so they still got some firepower at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 Chains in there, super tall. It's coming. You need a tall guy. I've realized more and more that you need a tall guy on your team. Yoshu's our tallest guy. Are you taller than Yoshi?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you're taller than him?
I think so.
You're like right above, like you're right there. We need, you need like a tall guy. What are you, 6 feet?
Yoshi's Asian, so I'm pretty sure I'm taller than him.
That's true. Okay, good point.
I-
That tracks.
Where's Harrison?
And I don't know,
You
so
guys-
I'm not going to ask.
Similar height? Harrison? Or shorter, a little shorter?
No, Harrison's taller than me.
But it's just, but Harrison doesn't shoot off
Yeah.
the break.
Yeah.
He only runs really far. You need like a big guy, like the Weaver, was shooting people in the pack as they're running by, like shooting over those bricks. It's a big one.
How tall is Weaver?
Said 6'2".
I don't know. Bigger, taller than me, that's for sure.
Steve said 6'2".
6'2". So I've got a question from Junior and Gina from BFPgear.com. They sponsor Question of the Day. They sponsor the show. And they also sponsor your boys, PB Fit. So BFPgear.com is the place to go to shop if you are a fan of PB Fit, of paintball, of Dynasty, and just of great deals. So in your experience, just from doing media for how long have you been doing media now? You've been doing, or paintball media specifically?
So I think 2019 was my first year. So that is now 7 years ago. Holy cow.
I know, right?
What?
And you've quickly, like really quickly, shot up to like the guy, especially in the video department. What do you think that paintball needs to grow and to continue an upward trend? And do you see anything kind of stagnating at all?
Okay, so I'll start with the stagnation. I've definitely noticed that less of my buddies, some of the diehards that were out there at Fit all the time, seen a few less of them showing up recently, which I'm bummed about because I'm like, oh man, where's my guy? But so I've noticed a little bit there, a little bit of stagnation. But I mean, we always get new people coming in too, and I think it is super important. So my goal personally, ultimately, is always to get as many people as possible to just see tournament paintball. So that's why I just want to get as many views as possible, because then if someone just sees it, they're like, maybe I want to go try that. And I've had that happen a couple of times at Fit where people have come up and said, oh, I saw one of your videos, and usually it's on TikTok, and I'm like, what? It's like middle-aged dude came up and said, oh, I saw one of your videos here on for Nightball on TikTok. And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, yeah. So I came out, and he came out a couple times. I was like, all right, sweet. So that's my ultimate goal, is to just let people see it, and then they can dive deeper and find some of the longer form things. So I think, I don't know, I know we need more excitement, and then so the shift to 5 pods was something for more excitement, but I think we need more, like, on the commentator end, we need a dedicated, like in every other sport, a dedicated play-by-play guy and a analyst, because it gets a little jumbled, because last year it was Maddie and Mike, and they would be the same person essentially. They would both do a little play-by-play and then give some analysis, as opposed to like one guy just hyping it up. because if you watch a lot of these things, like I think in esports is a great example. If you watch the esports, you just get so excited. Like you can watch League of Legends, and there's hundreds of characters, and they have hundreds of abilities, and there's hundreds of items, and general, Ryan, you'd watch and be like, what the heck is going on? Or Blake would, and you'd be like, this is crazy. But then you hear the, announcer just going crazy, and you're like, oh, I should be excited. So I just think we need someone like a play-by-play guy that can come in and just make it super simple and build the excitement. Because that's like what all the really good sports broadcasters do. And like if you watch like F1, they have some of the best to just get you excited, and you're like, there's nothing's even happening right now, but they'll have you excited in that moment. So I think this is something that we need to look into, and I always think moving as close to esports as possible is a very good thing, because that's an audience that we would like to take people from and have them actually go outside, and that we could tap into.
Mm-hmm. So, really quickly, because a couple things that you mentioned in there, you get people out. So, Fit is, I think, a very unique place in that it's only tournament park, right? But it's
right.
It's essentially attached to a rec ball field, right?
Correct.
So, do they ever run anything where the rec ball players are able to or come and watch or play, or is it completely? I've never been there. Disconnected.
No, sometimes some will just wander over and just watch.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a path for that if they want to. And so that's why, so we got the pipeline kind of at Fit. So it goes, so Nightball is, where you get them in, cause you pay $50 and you can play as many points as you want. It's hopper ball only, but there's caddies, set out. So you just fill up your hopper, get on the box. You can play as many points as you want, or, don't want. So that's a really good deal to get people out there and trying it. So we hook them with the night ball, and then we have all these events through the year. We got this hardpoint game now, which is crazy. It's based off Call of Duty Hardpoint. There's 2 buzzers on each side, and people are running up, hitting the buzzers. If you hit the buzzer dirty, your team loses a minute of control time. It's like King of the Hill, pretty much. So, we have all these events, and you don't need a team for any of these. So you come in and you sign up and you get put on a team, which is great, because then you start meeting some people, and then you can get some top level help. All the boys are out there helping too at these kind of events. So they built this pipeline to really bring people in, and it's worked out pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like the barrier to entry and getting people out of there. I always like kind of liken paintball to snowboarding and skiing, right? Because I enjoy doing that. Where you've got 10,000 acres, or I don't know how big Mammoth Mountain is, and 1 or 2% of that is half pipes and jumps and all these cool, like the high end competitive side. Like obviously there's high end competitive backcountry stuff, but for the most part, we're all just walk on players. And we go there, maybe we'll buy our season pass, maybe I'll go there a couple times in a season. But generally speaking, I don't go down that half pipe. At least I don't anymore. Kyle does. We were just watching videos of that the other day. But you can choose to, right? You can go up there and you can play some points on the tournament park if you want to. Same kind of concept. But for the most part, everybody stays in their lane and just kind of does all their stuff, and they'll play in the woods. They'll play a little bit of this, and maybe they'll kind of like hit a couple things here and there on the features side. But then everybody knows who Shaun White is. Everybody knows. And if you snowboard enough or you ski enough, you'll know some of the big name guys out there, and you're kind of in tune with that. And so it's kind of similar. I'm just wondering why more fields, and I think that they could benefit from having a tournament park, because that's where you get a lot of the repeat customers, and that's where people are going to go from renting stuff to buying their axe and their minis, and go from the Titman to the next thing, and then they're shooting a Force later on down the road. But at the end of the day, you kind of need that path for these guys to go so they can become the PB Fits, and they can go, on to win tournaments and be fulfilled in their paintball destiny. But if you don't have that mix of both, then they won't ever know how to get to that level.
Right. Well, and that's how Fit, I guess, brought Jacob up. He was like 12, I think, when he started playing out there, and he just got dropped off there every weekend, and just eventually, one day he's playing pro with these guys. So I mean, that's the it can happen. It can actually happen. But yeah, I think that's why it's important. Like, so when they do like night ball, so for night ball, like I said, you pay the $50, but you don't have to have any gear too. You can show up. They'll give you a gun, hopper, whatever you need. So JD, Lukow, the dad, he is the ultimate, like, he just loves paintball and wants as many people to play it and enjoy it as much as he does. So like he makes it super easy to get out there. Doesn't charge you anything for a rental or anything like that, and just wants you to go and try it and hopefully get hooked and come back and outfit you fully. But and then a couple weekends ago we did the hard point, and then we did the champions, XCPL champions and challengers event. But then on Sunday when we did the hard point, there was also a beginner 3-man going on, and I think they're all using Emacs and playing hopper ball as well. So it's like the beginner tournament, like super 3-man, just get out there and try a tournament. And it's just a really good thing to get people out there and get fired up and come rip it.
Dylan Boyan asked a question. What type of video gets the most traction on your YouTube channel? Because you got over 500,000, and you mentioned something about long form stuff. Do you even do that? You do, obviously.
So I'll slow down personally on the long form because I used to do the Fit Lifes, and I haven't been editing those anymore. Nick God Films has been editing those, and they're on their channel now. So now I'm figuring out what I want to do for long form. I might just do mic'd ups or something like that. But it's so hard to say because everything, like, I think, okay, I've nailed it. I've got it now. I know exactly what to post. But so my focus this last year was to just get 2 people in the frame and have one shooting the other person, because we haven't seen that enough. It's always so hard because we're usually on the sidelines, and if you're getting one person shooting the other person, then you're in the line of fire essentially. So it makes it way harder to get, but it's just I don't know, these shots of people shooting each other have just been way better. They're taken off, and they show it off like I feel it needs to be shown off. Because it used to be, you could just post someone spilling all their paint on the ground and it would go crazy. This was in 2022 when everyone was trying to counteract TikTok and just open the floodgates to views and stuff. But I've also decided that all the algorithms on the internet reward rage bait the most, which is really frustrating because I'm like, oh man, this is like a really cool clip. This is awesome. But then the rage bait just, kind of takes over, and that's why the reloads always did so well.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is now. I mean, because if I post someone just getting absolutely blasted, they don't do as well.
Oh, really? More nut shots.
Yeah,
everybody likes a good nut shot.
Yeah, people, those always are very relatable.
See, I don't like good shows.
I'm surprised that the Boyum and JC clip of them going toe to toe with each other didn't go through the roof.
I need to revisit that one and put it up there again because I was like, why didn't this go crazy? But then I never posted it on YouTube, and I think it'd do very well there. So I need to get back. I have these servers over here that have all everything I've shot since I started. So I have the archives. I need to go back and I don't know. I want to re-edit it because I look back now and I'm like, ugh, what was that? So I'll give it, the 2026 look, and hopefully it takes off. But like my most recent one that was going crazy was it was playing the hardpoint game, and a dude hits the buzzer like right as he gets shot. So like I baited the comments of, well, did he get it? Was he safe, or did he get shot first? And that one's been, it's in the millions. within a couple days, which is pretty cool. So
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I just played Cosmic Paintball. I don't know if you saw my thing last week. I just played Cosmic for the very first time, and man, it was such a cool experience. I mean, I couldn't really see very well because some people were wearing like just all black, and you just all of a sudden paintballs be coming at your face. But it was a really cool experience, and I can see how both the video, because then I just posted like just a random clip of me shooting it, and just the fact of the glow and the different look. And that's why I think a lot of those videos are doing really well, is because they're viscerally kind of fun to watch. It's obviously something new, but you can see what the hell is going on there. And this is kind of one of those things that everybody's talked about forever, with similar to the technology of the following the puck on hockey is kind of what saved hockey to a certain extent, is how do we make it so we could see the paintballs coming out of our guns? Because at the end of the day, we're just, unless you kind of mastered it with that zoom in, which kind of makes it cool, and you're shooting at a high frame rate, so you can slow it all down. But how do we do that with 10 guys on the field?
So I was thinking what the ideal way to film paintball would be, and it's just a lot of cameras. So you want a huge field, so you can go back farther, huge end lines, so we can be back behind the people and not be getting blasted. So, and then real big zoom lenses, and then you'd want 5 cameras on each back line, one for each player, trying to get the angle, at what they're shooting at, and then, an overhead view, and then you could have some of the tower views as well. But ideally, that's what you would want. So at Fit, we've been doing our live streams, and we get these transmitters, and I just hook it up to my camera, and I can record like normal, and it just broadcasts back up to the tower, and they're able to use whatever I'm filming to put on the live feed. Which is pretty cool, and I didn't know that they would work like that, because I thought the frame rates, I'd be filming in 120, and these things only in 4K 120, and these things would only transmit like 1080 60 or something like that. So I didn't know that it could take my kind of overpowered signal and take that and send it back up. So it'll make it, we've been able to get some pretty cool stuff. Because Johnny's had all kinds of videographers coming out for the XCPL event stuff recently. Like Enrique comes out, 40 Media came out, Blue came out, James D came out, who is, he's the guy we need to learn from to get the angles, but he's also, he's a masochist because he loves getting shot, it seems like. Like that dude, oh my gosh. Mad props to him.
What's his channel? Who's that?
James D. James D-E-E, and he's actually done a lot of stuff recently, building up back ends and websites and YouTube channels for paintball, like paintball highlights. Like he wanted, so if anyone typed in paintball highlights, he had the SEO, so it'd all go to him. So he's been working hard on that kind of stuff. But he just gets the coolest shots, just the paint flying, and like it's doable. But like I'm not like him. I'm not gonna get blasted that hard. I want to be way back.
You got to stand in the line of fire for that.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit, but not,
Oh, I see. I see what's happening right now. Those are really cool. Yeah. But he just wears it.
Yeah. But he also uses like a cheaper camera, and I know the lenses he uses are like the kit lenses that come with the cameras, and he'll treat them almost as disposable lenses.
Wow.
Well, yeah, because he's just getting worked. You can't use like the high end stuff.
Right.
No way.
But it still looks incredible.
No, it still looks good. Well, and that's the thing, right? Like, man, when I was doing that work for this Insta360, and they're like, all right, shoot on 4K and do this and that. And I'm like, man, it just takes so long to download all this stuff, and I'm just posting it on Instagram, and now I just got this huge 6 gigabyte file, and I can't imagine how much the treasure trove of content that you have. And I understand that you can kind of crop it, or not crop in, you can scale in and like not lose a lot of resolution for what we're watching. But at the end of the day, we're doing all this on our phone, and you got like a $10,000 rig here, and it's just getting destroyed. I don't know like your camera setup's probably extremely expensive, right?
Yeah, I need to retool it up. But hang on one second. Let me grab this real quick.
Yeah, and so like actually funny thing, I was listening to the Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I just watched The Rip last night. Pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I heard their interview.
It
felt like
was
then it
entertaining.
was kind of like
It was. If you get a gunfight in the beginning in the middle of a bed of a truck, like everybody's getting shot.
What?
Yeah, they're in like a room this small with a car, and they're shooting each other, and no one's getting shot.
Yeah.
One person's got a machine gun. Anyway, sorry.
So I recently went to the Dad Cam. It's like a Sony Handycam essentially, but it shoots 4K 120.
Damn.
And in Ohio, I saw Nick Champion out there ripping one of these bad boys, and I was like, wait, what is that thing? I was like, why is this guy using a camcorder? But it has a smaller sensor. It has a 1-inch sensor. So that means that more things are in focus. So for my ball tracking, a lot more things are in focus as opposed to like with a big sensor. Things will get blurry as you stop down your lens. But yeah, I've been using this thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the way. The good old camcorder,
Yeah, I mean, I remember
This is
those
a good
things.
clip.
Nice.
Yeah, this is like back in the day, the Dad Cam.
Yeah.
But this is like the ultimate. This is the final boss of Dad Cams, and it's been great. It's so nice because it's so easy. You just grab this one thing and don't have to worry about a million pieces. Just
What
gotta
about all
remember
those
your
buttons on
microphone
the
and-
side there?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
You don't have to worry about you grab this one camera. You don't need to worry about anything. I don't know, except for every
It's
single one of
got
those
this
buttons
auto
on the
mode
side.
too, and in auto, I can just
Yeah.
hand it to my wife, and it's perfect, and she can just film with it and get great stuff.
Can you take us through each button?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
Blake's
here
with
we
the
go.
kid,
Hang on.
and he's gonna get that camera, but he just really needs to be sold on the button situation here.
Yeah, but so this was the move, and it has the it's got a zoom rocker, so I can zoom in with just by doing that, just by moving my fingers on the lever, as opposed to cranking the lens. So with these photo lenses is what we're using on most of these mirrorless cameras. They take some real cranking to do it. So this you just get a smooth zoom in, and then so whatever is in focus when you start your zoom will be in focus if you zoom in or zoom out. It's called parfocal, and that's just something that's been really good. And I don't know why, but it makes the paintballs look huge.
Blake needs one of those
I need one of those for,
Parfait.
for personal reasons.
for a friend.
But yeah, so I rented it for cup practice. I wanted to see, and then so I extended the rental through World Cup, and I used it all through World Cup. And I was like, okay, this is really nice. I really like this. And then I went out and got one to have all the time now. So.
Yeah, man, the video stuff is kind of crazy. Like how you put. We were watching a couple of videos from James D and just seeing how his camera just gets destroyed. And I remember back in the day when talking to the paint guys, Chris Diltz would always have because they shot in film for a while, and they used to have to send their cameras in to get cleaned by Sony because you just can't, or whoever, Canon, because you just couldn't. You can't get that gunk out of there, really. And it pretty much ruins everything.
Yeah.
And then you've got this super high-end, nice piece of camera equipment and just trying to get, as many good clips as possible. And then, I don't know, then you got to go through and sort through everything. How do you manage, or just kind of make a mental note when you knew you got a good clip? It's it's somewhere in this match.
So my system, it's an old sports videography trick, or skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
You just, I have a lens hood, and I just close it, so it'll be black, and I'll just start record and stop record. So then I have a black frame. When something good happened, I'll just put one black frame there afterwards, and then I'll have some idea of what it was, so I'll go back and I'll look, and I can find the black frame in the software easily. And then if it's 2 black frames, that's what I would consider a Monday. So I know I have a funny moment there. And then if it's 3 black frames, then it's holy cow, go look at this, whatever this was. I'll remember it, but this is where it is, so I can find it instantly, essentially.
Smart.
Brilliant.
And that's what I want to do. That's next, is I need to go and make a video with my phone, just to show how insane these things are these days. Because phones are crazy. And I got a little rig with grips on the side, so I can get better stability. But I think I can make something pretty cool, because they're just so it's insane that we have these cameras that are that good in our pockets with us all the time now.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, I shoot a ton of content on my phone. I mean, that's actually a ton. Everything I shoot is on my phone, right? Yeah, Kyle was like, dude, how'd you shoot that video the other day, like, of the kids
beach.
running around at the beach? And I was like, that was just on my phone. Like, no way. Like, there's a lot of, and I'll take, headshots and kind of like product shots with it and stuff, because at the end of the day, like, there are nuance to, like, I'm not making a billboard, right? So I don't need the absolute mega resolution, and I'm not shooting a movie either. But you can, I think. Like, I've seen these ads where, like, this was shot on an iPhone. You're like, what? Like, get out of here.
I know, what was it, like 28 Days Later or something they did with iPhones?
No shit.
No way.
Oh yeah, the new
They
one.
had
I
them,
didn't even
like,
watch that.
They had them adapted with, like, real cinema lenses and stuff, so it's kind of, like, misleading.
Kind of cheating.
Yeah, they had, like, the rigs were crazy. It's like, it looked like an actual movie camera, but, I mean, it was just the iPhone sensor. But, yeah, iPhones, are, just cell phones in general, it's just, they've gotten so good, and it's cool that you can just get whatever you need, and for like most content, like, not, I don't know, I think I'll be able to get really cool stuff for action, but if you're just filming a quick moment, it's like, all right, well, that looks incredible. But that's what it's about. It's all about lighting, because Apple will make their commercials and they're like, oh, this is all shot on the iPhone, but the lighting's
killer.
Is just insane. I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, I should just use my phone to call in and then just set up the lights so they look really good and just be like, yeah, it's just my phone.
Yeah. I mean, are you on your phone right now?
No, I'm on an actual camera right now.
What kind of camera do you use for this? Because, like, I did the camera with the capture card. The thing kept overheating, like a Sony, and then, like, I had this whole system, and then now we have, like, just a webcam that works pretty well. I mean, it's certainly better than what we've had in the past, but
Right. So I'm using a Sony FX30 because you can just plug in the USB-C cable into the camera and then plug it into the computer. So no capture card or anything like that needed, which makes it really easy. That's why I use. I don't use this camera that much because I have better ones, but for this stuff, it looks perfect. I don't know, maybe I should just take it out there and set it in some lanes, James D style, and use it as my crash cam or something like that. But, gosh, in the lenses, though.
Dude, is it worth it? How funny is it what you consider to do for, like, the best shot? It's like, I just need some more views, and then it's gone, it's cooked. Like, I don't know, dude. We just need to get the nut shots, man, I'm telling you. That's it. Man. You gotta film...
So,
yeah, go ahead.
So one other thing real quick was that stuff that Clint's been doing out at Maui Paintball. His blacklight stuff. Have you seen that with, like, the red light?
Yeah, sick.
Like,
I'm gonna play it
looks like
in
the
2 weeks.
Purge. Like, visually, that is insane. I'm really curious about that. How that, because it doesn't, like, take away the glow. So people were like, well, what if we turn on the black lights, but it's like daylight? Will it make the balls glow? And it really doesn't, because the way the UV light works, the white light overpowers it. So you don't really get that much extra glow. But with the red lights, it just looks so cool. Like, I don't know. He was trying to get me out in February, but I just couldn't make it happen this year.
Dude, come on, let's go.
Yeah, that would have been insane. Just have you romping around out there in the purge lights, just getting the craziest stuff. Like,
yeah, and his videos crush. Like, he does a really good job with those things. Yeah, and the camera looks so good and crispy. We were watching one of these things there. This is at Maui Paintball, which we're having our big game February 14th weekend, and on the Friday night we're gonna do this nightball game. But I think there's something to the red light, right? Because whatever it is, you see, like, red light won't kill your night vision either, right? So it doesn't make your pupils dilate as much. I'm assuming. I don't know the science behind that exactly, but there's something to red light that. So maybe that has to do with why you're still able to see the paintball is still glowing, and then it's just. Yeah, that makes it the visceral experience. Like, that makes it so cool. Like, and this is the fun thing about it.
Yeah, I can't wait for the full report on that.
I got you.
And the phone videos, because I think he does a lot of stuff on his phone. So
yeah, he does.
Take out the phone and just rip it, and let's see it. Because I'm just curious what the report is. Because I know under just the black lights, it's like I don't know, they kind of mess with me, and it's really hard because they're really dark. So I was really curious about the red light because, like I said, it keeps the tracers going, and it looks really cool.
And there's something about when you dive too, underwater, you need to put a red filter on your camera lens to see anything in color, because like after like 10 or 30 feet or something like that, all light is like everything's just monotone, like it's the same color. And there's something about a red light filter on your camera, like your GoPro or whatever it is, when you're underwater, which will actually make the colors pop. So again, science, I don't know. I'm not.
Right. Yeah. No, that's
I know what they used in Mission Impossible 3.
I'm gonna find out what they used in Mission Impossible
Or
3.
not 3.
The Final Reckoning, whatever
Yeah.
that one was, when
Yeah.
Tom Cruise is in Antarctica.
So it looked pretty deep.
Because it looked like he was, probably several thousand feet deep, swimming up, and he was in full color. Have you seen that movie?
Which one?
The newest, The Final Reckoning from Tom Cruise?
No.
Have you seen
I
any
think
of the
my
Mission
wife probably
Impossibles?
watched it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what number I stopped at, but I don't know. I'm not huge on action movies myself. I don't know,
No.
story.
Romance.
Romance. Princess Bride. I get it.
Yeah, speaking of story,
Let's
I don't
hear
know
it.
if y'all know this, but Cassidy Sanders wants to come back to paintball, and he's on the market. So,
Nice.
if anyone's looking for a super dope videographer, hit him up.
Yeah, that's so funny. I actually talk to him every so often. Like we'll just he like comments on something, and like with whether it's kids or paintball or all this stuff. And then I saw that he was there, and I was like, oh man, you know what we should get on the show this week is Cassidy. And right when I said that, I picked my phone up and I opened the thing, and he was on PTG. So go check out the PTG one. If you guys don't know Cassidy Sanders, like I highly recommend going to, I would say just go to the HK Army page and scroll back to like 2018. Right, and watch some of their videos and just see how sick they were. Like, talk about
so good.
long form paintball, and it's funny because the last time I did talk to him was specifically I kind of mentioned something. I was like, yeah, like, would you think that your films would still resonate? Do you think he could still make like really cool audio driven event recap videos, and are people gonna want to watch it? Or are you just going to get like flustered? Because again, you said you kind of don't do as much of the long form stuff. And me personally, I'm not a crack shot video editor by any means, but I used to do these Ryan's Travels videos, and I was like, this is fun. It would take me like a week or two to film it and like edit it and do all this stuff and tell the story and be like, a few thousand views. And those people really enjoyed them. Like, those are the people who are like, dude, why'd you stop doing that? I'm like, well, because after I did like 10 of those, I'd post a single no edit of my gear bag and it would get 100,000 views. And it's like, God damn it. Like I put all this effort and like all like, the sailing video that Brad and I did and like the Mount Kilimanjaro video. Like you go through these like experiences and you share them and it's like, and people are like, cool. Hey, what's in your gear bag again? Or like, can you, I want to see you dump an entire pod. You're like, I did all this work and then all you do is like find the right clip,
Yeah, the internet always keeps you humble because, like I said, you think you've cracked the code and you figured it out, and then it's like, that's kind of. I mean, I wouldn't say I go for low effort content, but I've realized, just make a quick clip and ship it, and that will, ultimately do the best, rather than highly editing something.
That's it.
So.
That's it right there. There she is right here. Someone was a little upset today that I took her side of the Spicka Span office studio.
But now I forgive it because now on the end of the show, you three have to all put their desk over there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I want no involvement.
Can you lift any of the things in here?
Oh, I can only lift your computer.
Okay. Well, don't touch that. But unless you can lift everything else and move it, I claim this space in the name of the Spicka Span studio.
I can lift that one.
Okay. We'll see. Okay. Beat it.
No.
Kick rocks.
No.
I said kick rocks. She's like, what do you mean? There's no rocks here. And I'm trying to explain to her figure of speeches. Figure of speech. Hey, do you play ever?
So
He's good.
Yeah?
So
I played with him
yeah,
over.
I did play some Mech X's. Yeah, Blake was down there for one of them, but he knows I like to just go suicide up the middle.
So does he.
But yeah, he was telling me to rein it back, and I was like, wait. But so there's a couple of big games I play every year. I played like twice last year. I played the Black Hawk Down big game at Official Paintball, and then they have a Christmas big game. I think it was Red 1 this year. So I don't know, I just like to go stomp around in the woods and just shoot some paintballs these days. Just low key, have fun. So
That's it. That is the best. We're gonna try to get Sloan out there for the Maui big game. Camille's gonna play too. She might still be too young, but
yeah, but I don't want to get shoot by the balls.
Have you been shot by a paintball yet?
Oh no, but my dad says it really hurts. But I
really
have been shot by a jelly bean.
And?
It hurt.
It hurt.
I've actually never been shot by a paintball.
No, you have. I saw like.
Bruises
I see one right here.
Yeah.
So you got shot by a tennis ball.
All right, I think mom that's asking you a question. She just opened it. We're gonna go check with her. Ask her about Maui.
Oh no.
No, go ask mom.
No.
No, she needs to ask you a question
she's
about
not here.
the trip.
Nope.
Okay.
I think Mom was setting rocks out there for you to
Kick.
No, these feet are not going to kick anything. They're staying with me the whole time and not kicking any rocks. I can only kick humans.
Only humans. You can kick Uncle Blake a little later. So what? Just kind of like, to send things off a little bit here. Do you still feel that paintball is growing as a whole? Do you think that there are? I mean, paintball fit seems to be flourishing, right? And then there's more players. And do you recommend that business model? And do you just see kind of paintball continuing to in this uptrend?
I hope so. I mean, I think it's a good model to kind of bring people in, give them a little taste, and then give them some things to do. Having events where you don't need a team and you can meet people. I think that's a great way to do it.
Yep.
I think we can keep it trending up. But it's such a it always depends on the market too, which is all over the place. So hopefully we can keep it rolling. But yeah, I want to bring in more outside people. I don't know. I just think bringing gamers out and having them actually come play and enjoy it would be
I was gonna ask
very positive. So
all right, Verb. Who's your favorite player to film? I mean, who gives you the most joy to watch through your lens?
Me or him?
Verb. Or who's your favorite? First off,
Dad.
Thanks. Good answer.
I thought it was gonna be me,
Very good
but
answer.
all right.
Since he's my dad, I do.
So I mean, I love watching Colt play. Just because that it's like, well, he can do it, and so that means you can get out there and do it. I mean, obviously there's years that go into that, but that's just a great example of like just get out and try, and who knows where you can go. But like I love watching Chavez because he's just a little menace, and it's like, how in the heck did they not shoot this guy? So he's real fun to watch. I'm trying to think, like some guy's movement, like I really like watching Axel because his movement is just so good. Like there's not like a lot of wasted motion or anything like that. Like, and just the way he like gets into the snake, and then the way he'll like kind of hop up and then like set his legs underneath of him. But he's like ready to spring up at any time. Like I just really like watching different movement styles and stuff like that. So he's one of my favorites to watch. And then Malloy, obviously in that same kind of vein of the good movement. And then I don't know, for some reason, whenever I film Ronnie Dizon, the clips just go crazy. I swear I think there's something to red jerseys. I can't pinpoint it, but like I don't know. It feels like something about red. Because my most viral clip ever is just the most boring clip of Ronnie talking to Tyler Harmon, and he's just reloading, and it's not even that bad of a reload, but like it's just like super stable, and it's just really nice looking, and it just went absolutely ballistic. So.
Yeah, Axel and Malloy, they always are contorting their bodies. It almost every time I see them in camera. It's good. They're fun to watch.
Yeah. Oh, and then so on the opposite end of the spectrum, I love watching Billy Bernaccio play. 'Cause he's just, he's getting older and he's just, he's
bobblehead.
so violent. Like,
Yeah.
when he dives, he's just, he's pushing the earth back as opposed to, like he's just so violent when he runs. I just really like it. There's something about that, just kind of angry style that looks really cool.
I mean, we all know that you love Fit and you love filming Fit, but who's your next team that you love filming?
Team. It's probably X Factor.
Yeah.
I would say, because they play kind of a, somewhat similar. And then I do a lot of stuff for Meter too, and Meter's everywhere. Like I'll ask him before an event. I say, "Hey, Meter, where are you playing this one?" And he'll be like, "All right, I'll be, the 2 on the snake this time." And then, I go out there first point, and he's, running the 1 in the Dorito, and I'm like, "Yeah, what happened?" He's like, "Well, it's what coach called for." And I was like, "Yep." So like, it's super hard to keep up with him, but he's also like so smooth when he plays.
Yeah.
So that's another one. That
So emotionally controlled.
Yeah.
Meters.
All right, man. Well, dude, this was fun. This is cool.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Anybody who's watching this, if you guys, I'm sure all know Verbal and his channel. Make sure you guys, if you have any questions about the rules, hit him up in the NXL or any of your local events. Just go ahead and shoot him a message. He's actually, better yet, just argue with him on social media.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
It's ideal. It's honestly ideal.
My 2 favorite things
don't
are.
back down. No matter how wrong you are, just don't back down and just keep it up.
Keep it up. Double down. That is a good life lesson. Is especially with your significant other, is if you're wrong, you just double down. If you're wrong again, it works at the casino almost every time. Also, if you're down 100, bet 200. Down 400, bet 800. It's just you just keep going, and then eventually you're gonna hit. So yeah. Again, life advice, stock, financial advice. What was the other one we got in trouble for? Advice on whether you should or should not live in New Jersey. Peptides, yeah. Medical advice, all of that. Movie advice.
Do not fake to go to the doctor.
Yeah, don't fake going to the doctor. Unless it's yesterday and we had to pull you out of school to fake to the doctor so you go play with the Yarbers.
Baby on the way. We don't have a name yet. Any baby names? Verb?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, let's hear them.
So if it's a girl, then let's name her Rosie.
I like Rosie.
And then,
Wait, like your dog?
No, my dog is like Rose, but it's Rosie.
It's cuter. Yeah.
And then have a Weston for a boy.
I like
This is
Weston.
kinda tight.
Damn that. Whoa. Sloan. Hitters, dude.
We don't know which one it is, so it's a girl
Ooh, I
or
like
a
Cal.
boy.
That's a good one.
So if it's a boy, maybe Weston, or you can shoot another one.
All right, let's
But
let
if it's a
some other
girl,
people.
then
play
you
this
can
game.
choose Rosie if you want.
If you want.
We just always go old school. I don't know, like Charles or something like that. I don't know. For a boy and girl, I don't even know. It's hard. Picking names is really hard.
Yeah, it is.
Seemed pretty easy for you, Sloan. Weston is pretty sweet,
Yeah.
actually.
No,
Yeah. Wow.
Bonnet.
Or you can
Bonnet.
pick Thomas,
Kyle.
So it's close. Yeah.
Weston, or if you wanted to be short, you can
This is
just.
another B word. Is that?
So it's Weston if you want to call him short, like you know how you call Benny,
Yeah.
Benny boy,
Yeah.
and you can call Weston
West.
Westy.
Westy.
We out west.
You gotta hit him a little west, little thing there. Yeah. All right, Verb, we're going to give some stuff away. Again, I appreciate it, dude. This was fun. This is really
Thanks,
cool.
Verb.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Anytime.
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
anytime, man. And we'll see you in Tampa.
Indeed.
Tampa.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Hooray!
Later, Verb. All right, later, Verb.
That was fun.
Was it?
Wait, are we still unfair?
Yeah. But it's okay. You can go get us some water and stuff.
No. You're just gonna kick me out.
That was kind of what I was trying to do. How did you know?
Because I know when you're about to shoot me out. Like this is not like.
Well, what do we think? What does everybody think about the new studio, the lighting, the audio? Because we're trying to make this a permanent structure here. So I guess we've got a couple hundred people watching the show, and if we vote in enough people, also kind of like just changing things up and figuring out kind of the overall. We want to be we both agree that we would like to have less clutter.
Yeah, it'll be cleaner for sure.
Cleaner. Camille said under no circumstances will you have this place look like the other place. And I agree. We're with it. But oftentimes we just get stuff. We accumulate stuff. Like, what do I do with all of the stuff?
What is that one, by the way?
This is the portal to the Hormesis headquarters. This is from Oliver. I believe this would be considered a tapestry.
We should go to this place.
Well, don't get too close; it'll suck you in. Yeah, it's a magic portal.
I don't like magic.
The
portals.
thank you, Finis. The new studio is seemingly light on Proflexes, but there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 back here, floating around. There's one right here. This is a sample color right here. We've got these jackets actually right here dropping at the JT website this week. We've got these warm winter jackets also dropping. These pants will be coming the next couple of weeks. So, windbreaker.
Wait, before you spin the wheel, where's my name?
It's hidden in there.
Oh, I'm just gonna write some Greenspan.
Okay.
How do you do that?
No, you're already in there. It's just like in the wheel with everybody else.
I kind of like that name, Rooney.
And Rooney.
Yeah, Rooney's good.
Yeah, Rooney reminds me of
Rooney. Cal, I did like that one.
Cal's good. Ooh, look at this. This is actually a double XL right here, KB. I can get that one's double X. One size fits all.
No.
Here, let's not push any. Let's just not.
But I
let's-
need to
I
get
know,
on that.
but let's just not touch anything.
But can you just get
Yeah,
my name in
You got it.
right
Yeah.
now?
Okay, could we just stop talking for just a second?
What do you feel?
If we can just stop talking.
No, S-A. There's an A and wait, S-L-O. Oh.
Okay. But we would know who it is. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Read Yarber. Read. Yeah, that's kind of good.
I never did learn how.
Read.
What? That's funny.
Yo, Jonathan Jones. I will pay you. You said triple XL, but I'll pay you in gear if you come over here and fix the floor. All right, let's go ahead and
Spin the wheel.
spin the wheel.
Wait,
Sloan.
can I spin
Just
the
be
wheel?
relaxed. I'll let you push the button. You just gotta relax a little bit here. Just gotta chill. Just chill. It's always a good thing to also say to your mom. She's getting a little lippy. Just say chill.
Relax. They love that word.
Like today, when you came in pretty hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
'cause
And
you
if she
didn't
started
tell me.
yelling at you, if you said chill to her.
I should say chill, mom.
That Thomas
No.
the
I was
Train.
gonna say.
No, you were.
What the heck, sweetheart?
Okay,
No.
we're gonna.
Dad.
You get to do the next one.
Oh.
If you can pronounce the person's name. Oh, he hasn't won in a while. Oh, there we go.
It's okay if I don't. It's okay.
Callie Mike Lou. All right.
Hey.
Ready?
My turn.
Yeah. No, just stay right there.
No.
You
Just
took
push this
them
button.
off.
Just push this button. There we go. Just go ahead and stay where you are. Just go ahead and stay. Okay, Sloan.
Okay.
How's that beer?
You should try
That
it,
was
actually.
nice.
Long hair.
You should, I was gonna say you
I
should
had to
try
slow
it.
down because I was in the clouds for a little bit.
Here, try it.
Yeah,
I tried it.
Sloan. Oh,
You're gonna like
I thought
it.
You were saying Ryan. I thought you meant Sloan. No, really?
What is that made of?
I made the same face.
Okay, I gotta change it up real quick.
It would be hard for me to drink that, I think.
It just goes everywhere.
Oh, he forgot that it was. He thought it was
Does that
good.
come out? There was a Could you please just stop? for a
Almost
second?
through the nose.
Dad, but you said I can.
I know you will. Just relax.
still kinda
I'm gonna
cold.
I'm gonna jump over to the. Yeah, I mean the thing is so thick that it just holds the temperature down below.
Yeah, we do like all of them.
Well, it's Russian, first off. Implies it is cold.
Ah, is that how it works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see. Oops. Hold on.
Why am I not in the shower?
So let's see. Next weekend. So we've got the combine this weekend. Next week I'm headed out to Maui for the big game. The big game is February 14th. Yeah, February. So February 13th will be the.
Some Greenspan.
Where's the combine?
Combine's in Houston. So actually, and I mean, I say this just. The weather is shaping up to be somewhat doable.
Nice.
I believe it's really cold in the mornings, but it gets to the
Yeah,
50s
am I
in the
still in
evening.
there?
Oh, wow.
50s in the evening.
Am I still in?
Yeah, you're still here. All right. So this is the Mega Support and Boat Squad members. We got some good prizes again. We are cleaning things out, so you might get a HORMESIS headband. You might get some DV8 products. You might get some BFP Gear stuff. Oh, D's on, dude.
Wow, I think he wins every time I watch.
40s, 50s, yeah.
Yeah, 50s, 52.
20s.
Hit it again. Yeah, nighttime's gonna be cool. Don't go outside at night.
Why?
I'm gonna pack because it's gonna be very cold.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, Derek Isaacs.
No,
Who's that? You got Derek Isaacs.
Isaacs, but it's supposed to be Isaacs.
That's an S. Also the
You want me-
those
you want me
candy
to
paint
You want me-
Proflexes behind you. These
are
are the
mine.
paintball wizard. Oh, those are not yours.
Oh, Dad, do I?
I wish these were G-Mans right here. We got G-Man behind us. We tried our
Yes.
best to see it. This actually, Mr. Kev, Boat Squad member, who cleans up on these things. Actually, if you're a Boat Squad member, you won some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
EP.
EP, that's it, honey. Those are the prizes for today. Hold on one second. Let me just go ahead and... Nope, move your hand. Because if you spin it and someone wins, then we got to give away another
China's
pie.
pretty good.
So, these are the Paintball Wizard goggles. I think they're soon available everywhere. The cotton candies. G-Man, I know, really wanted these things, but unfortunately, these are going to Mr. Kev Veristughi. So I'm gonna ship these out to you
No, those are
as soon as I plug. Yes, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna give them to you. You're just.
We're gonna
go
ship them
see-
to you.
Yeah, we're gonna ship them to you. I gotta put them in the mail. All right. So I'm gonna need you to. Yep, we gotta move right there for a second.
You're just kicking me out.
Kind of. Not yet. No, I'm not kicking you out.
Okay.
So yeah, like Doc said here, make sure you guys send the Spicka Span Show on Instagram your information, your address, so that way if you do win, we can ship you guys your stuff. Big thanks to Verbal, Mr. Yarber, Kyle for helping to set up the studio, G-Man for helping us move here in a little bit, even though you got here at 4 o'clock, so you get to watch the whole show. Big
for
shout out to
having
the
me.
sponsors. Yeah, dude.
Thanks for having me and letting me drink your beer.
Dude, anytime. You can have that.
I'm almost done with it.
I know. If you want another one,
That was a long one.
Yeah,
Long
you-
pour.
Did you guys get a different hotel?
same hotel?
Mm-hmm.
You guys never even checked out. You knew you were going to go. Did you even drive to the airport?
I did check out, but I shouldn't have.
Check it back in, baby.
What
Also,
a day! What a day! Sorry.
no problem. I just remembered the New Balance store is back up and live. So you do have to set up an account at newbalanceteam.com. I'll set up some information here. It's all down below, and discounts are automatically applied. There will be a new set of freeze cleats that will be coming out in the spring. But right now, discounts all across the board. I haven't put some casual shoes in there. There's these Fresh Foam Rove shoes that I've been wearing. They're probably the most comfortable. Like, they're so soft. I try to get a pair for the team, but maybe we'll be able to get that still. But yeah, if you guys need some new footwear for the season, go to there's a link down below in the direction. Actually, let me get this link because I gotta clean it up. What does this one say? Copy link. It is right here. What is that?
I don't know, for Blake.
Originally, when you got those cleats, I didn't think I would like them as much as I do now.
Which ones are
The
those?
NBs with the shark teeth on the side.
Oh, I know.
I do love those
Yeah,
cleats.
those are good. They cut your ankles up a little bit if you're running real tight lines, but but it's worth it.
Yeah, I started cutting off those teeth.
Yeah, you gotta
Too many
shave them
teeth.
down a little bit.
Too many teeth.
All right, everybody. Thanks for a great show. We'll see you next Tuesday, live from the new Spicka Span Studios. Oh yeah, you got to try out this new beer. Like, all right, roll credits. Is that a beer? Did you get ice? I dare you to drink 2 more of those. I think there's one more of them.
Spicka Span Show.
You drink 2 more of those? No way, huh?
It's pretty.
No, I sat down needing to go to the bathroom, and now I'm like
Where did you get that?
about to burst.
It might be expired too.
It could be.
It said something about
I knew-
2006 on the bottom. It does. Look at this.
That explains the taste.
Look on the center.
Don't turn it upside down.
I was going to look, thinking that Ryan just popped that out of